Good evening. I've been meaning to do this for a while and I haven't, and I apologise. But it's nearly bedtime. I'm drinking my unicorn flavoured Strom, which is not a flavour that works. I didn't think it would. I was right. I've been meaning to do a video on Hydramax for a while, talking about why it's put together the way it is, why it's a bit different to what's out there. Obviously, Hydramax came out quite a while ago now. And it came out for a specific purpose, which was a hydration product that would also work really well to alleviate back pumps in larger assisted bodybuilders or smaller unnecessarily assisted bodybuilders, and cramps from Clen on cycle. And there are a few key ingredients in there that help with that. And those are things that I've used with athletes that I've helped for years, used personally. But there are some other ingredients in there, and there's also a few subtleties to the formulation that help the product be such a good product for people who aren't assisted, because it's a very popular hydration product for people who don't even lift in some cases, as well as a few people's mums, which I was told the other day. It's become a bit like neuro. Lots of people use it for lots of different reasons. So we'll run through the formula very quickly. We've got 5 grams of taurine. That's an enormous dose, more than in any other product that I'm aware of. Taurine is an osmolyte. It's also proven to improve performance from the first administration. It helps us hold fluid intracellularly, which is what we want. We've got 2 grams of cranberry juice extract, 2,000 milligrams of coconut water extract. People assume that coconut water extract is a complete electrolyte, and it's not. And I'll cover what it's missing or what it contains primarily, and why that's useful in a moment. 500 milligrams of vitamin C and 200 milligrams of dandelion root extract. Now, the coconut water extract is a potassium heavy hydration component. It's generally regarded as a hydration ingredient by people. That's the way it's been marketed, but it's potassium heavy. It does contain some very good micronutrients, and there's not a lot else in there. But what we're trying to do with a hydration product is not replace all of the minerals that someone is losing, because what you'll find within the fitness community is that everybody salts their food. Lots of people are over salting in some cases. Salt is a very good thing. And what we're trying to do is address that balance. We're trying to get a bit more potassium in to match that low sodium, that high sodium. Now, this might fall down for the general public, and you might think, well, that hydration product's not going to work for me if I'm not one of these people that has lots of salt in their diet and trains really hard and takes lots of PEDs. However, the taurine fills the gap in a way that the sodium would have been doing. So taurine works really well to drive fluid intracellularly in the way that the sodium would have done. What that allows us to have is a low sodium hydration formula that still works for people that maybe aren't bodybuilders. That part's really, really key. So without the taurine, it kind of falls down a little bit. Sorry, my phone was just telling me I've got low battery. So that's the bit that most people are benefiting from if they are buying it for its original purpose. But if you're buying it for general sports, we've got a lot of cyclists and stuff that use it now, a lot of kayakers. It works really well as a general hydration product because of that taurine. And the massive dose of taurine is the thing that helps with those back pumps as well. But there's a few other things in there. We've got dandelion root extract at 200 milligrams. Now, people think dandelion root extract is there as a diuretic to stop us from holding extracellular water. And it is to an extent, but the dose of dandelion root that you would use as a diuretic would be kind of between 1 and 4 grams. 200 milligrams isn't doing a lot as that, but what it is doing is slightly reducing pro-inflammatory cytokines. Pro-inflammatory cytokines, bad, we don't want those. There's also some data around dandelion and it reducing alcohol-induced oxidative stress of the liver. Why is that important? Lots of people drink Hydramax as a hangover cure, and that may be one of the reasons why it is such an effective tool for that job. I'm not advocating drinking, but if you do, a glass of Hydramax in the morning is certainly not going to do you any harm. And then we've got this whacking dose of cranberry extract. Sorry, we have got vitamin C. We all know what vitamin C does. Why is it in our hydration product? Well, one, it stops us holding on to a little bit of that extracellular water. So we've got lots of taurine and our coconut water extract driving fluid intracellularly. And we've got a couple of ingredients that are stopping us from holding it extracellularly, which is going to lead to a more positive fluid balance within our body. Great. Vitamin C, great for immunity, great for lots of things. However, if you take it all in one go, it can cause some gastric problems. What I really like about having it in something like Hydramax, that most people will take 2, maybe 3, sometimes even 4 servings off through the course of the day, is that they'll be drip feeding that in, which is the way in which vitamin C works best, in my opinion. So, cranberry extract, 2,000 milligrams of, huge dose of cranberry extract. It's a fantastic antioxidant, and it's shown to do lots of things that may be beneficial. There are lots of health claims around cranberries that you can find online. The thing that I find really interesting, it contains, I'm gonna look at my screen to get the pronunciation correct, proanthocyanins. So proanthocyanins are a really cool compound that stops E. coli and some other bacteria from sticking to the walls of our bladders, urethras, which is how cranberry extract can reduce UTIs. It's kind of almost an old wives thing. I know my mum used to talk about it. You drink cranberry juice extract if you get a urinary tract infection, and it can reduce and prevent that. And it's because of these proanthocyanins, and they prevent E. coli from sticking to your bladder and your urethra wall. But they also do the same in your stomach. So reducing chance of stomach ulcers, again, bodybuilding, fitness, digestion, and making the most out of your food is key. And they do the same thing in your mouth. So they can stop or reduce your chances of gum infection, tooth decay, which I just think is a really, really cool thing. So we've got, with the cranberry, we've got a really good antioxidant. We've got something that potentially can reduce our chances of getting infections and bugs, particularly in the mouth, stomach, and urinary tract. And we've got something that helps the whole formula taste great. For me, it's a no-brainer. That's what that's there for. You will have probably seen, if you're still here at 7 minutes, fair play to you, by the way, you will have probably seen lots of retailers getting these 5-serving sample tubs of Hydramax. I would thoroughly recommend using 2 to 3 servings a day for a couple of days to really get the best out of the product. And if you've got any questions, please do ask them underneath this video. I'll pop this on YouTube and I'll pop it onto the Instagram. And hopefully that answers a few questions that a lot of people have, because we've been doing a little bit of a push around it recently, kind of raising awareness, because it's one of our most popular products. It really is. But I think a lot of people don't fully understand how it works or what it's for. Or what it's for outside of I've got back bumps. So I hope that covers some of those things. I've really enjoyed doing this. I haven't done it in a while. I've had to refresh some things in my head, which is why I've had to have notes, which I don't normally do. So I hope it's been useful. And if people are interested, let me know underneath some other products you want me to do this with, and I will do it.